Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome to another edition of Kingly Conversations, man. And we got another spicy one for you today. But before we get into all of that, you know what time it is, man. Zoe's got a shout out.
I would like to take the time to thank everybody for listening worldwide. We appreciate you. And we're back, man. Thank you for your patience, man. We've been out here taking care of life, and life has been taking care of us. But we here, and we back at it. Let's go.
All right, so this week, we're going to be talking about, can you be friends with the opposite sex without it being sexual? So strap in. Let the kings talk about it. Good people, so welcome back to another edition of Kingly Conversations, man. And we having a dispute up here in the studio. But before we get into what that dispute is, man, you know what time it is. I'm Alan. Every single week, that's who I am.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Twine, aka Twine. Ask me about my podcast, man. Let's go. Calvin's confused. What's up?
It's your friend, your mentor, Calvin D. Hill.
What's up, Calvin? What you got?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Calvin is confused.
I was confused this time because he did the take twice. So I'm sitting there like, I thought we did this already. All right, so I guess I did the topic.
You did. I don't
like, up here don't say that.
Wait.
Up here don't say it, but I guess on yours it do.
Because it doesn't say, oh, Lord created no. This is Calvin created no. So that's how old
that's
it
old.
is.
Okay, that's probably why then. All right.
Shoot. I'm like, I don't remember creating this.
So we having a discussion.
Sound like something Calvin
Yeah,
said.
dude, I know, right? We having a discussion. Can you be friends with the opposite sex? And this is, I'm talking about men. So men, can you be friends with women, right? Uh-huh. That's the take on this one.
Well, you said men,
without
so saying women makes
yeah.
sense. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so, well, yeah. All right.
You wouldn't say like men. Can you be friends with females? That don't, that don't even sound like it
We'll
makes
talk
sense.
about that later.
That don't even sound like it makes sense.
Okay. So my stance or position is no.
Okay.
Now, that is not indefinite because that's going to go back and forth by the end of this conversation because there's more to take into consideration than just friends, a person, a woman. So, all right, here we go. Uh-huh. My first question is define a friend. Yes. A friend. This is where
must define a friend.
You got to define a friend.
Okay.
What is a friend, y'all? Because y'all call each other friends a whole lot. It's a whole lot of that's my friend.
Would you go to their funeral?
Who? No, I go to people I don't even like funerals.
Oh, I don't do that.
Got nothing to do with
I don't do that at all.
People that I respect, I don't even know them. They're not my friend. I respect you.
Like
some coworkers. I had, matter of fact, is a guy named Eflin that died. I go to his funeral, went to his funeral, but they ain't my friend.
But y'all still working together?
It's a coworker, yeah.
So y'all were still working together?
Yeah, he wasn't my friend though.
Okay, but if y'all wasn't working together, would you have gone?
I wouldn't have known him.
Okay. But I'm saying like if y'all had stopped working at the same place. And
I gotta know you.
So if y'all had stopped working at the same place, you hadn't talked to him in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
No, probably not.
All right, they ain't your friend.
Okay, so what's a friend? See, that's what I'm saying. So what defines? Because this is where I have a lot of issues, and we'll get into it later. But what's a friend? How do y'all consider? Because the term is thrown around so loosely nowadays. This famous person's my friend. And I understand they joking. It's not. It's just jokes. But then you got coworkers. That's my friend. Is every coworker your friend?
Definitely not.
Right. So who and how do you define a friend?
Well, first, for me at least, I gotta have your phone number. If I don't have your phone number, we definitely not.
All right, so we're gonna make a checklist for this friend.
I mean,
phone number.
I'm just saying, or so I gotta have a way to contact you. And one of the things I don't do is I don't add people to my socials while we work together, because you don't need to see what I'm talking about, because you might be a hater in disguise.
Hey, listen. I learned that lesson the hard way last month.
I don't add nobody.
So
now you leave, okay, maybe so.
All right,
but outside of that, nah, I ain't adding you.
Fonzo, friend.
Well,
what's a friend? What's a friend? We're defining first. We're setting some ground rules on what's a friend.
All right.
So define. He said Alan used the first one. They gotta have your phone number.
Well, I'm gonna come straight from the dictionary.
Okay.
I'm gonna come from the dictionary. So they have many different things here. So I'll start with the first one. It says one attached to another by affection or esteem.
Here we go. See, here we go.
Now,
here we go.
number
here we
two.
Go. Okay.
Number two.
Okay. All right.
Number
Affection.
two. One of my favorites.
Okay.
One that is not hostile.
Okay.
All right.
That expands that a lot, but okay.
All right. One that is of the same nation, party, or group. All right. Mm-hmm. And another one King. Says, as you should, King. Go ahead. One that favors or promotes something, such as a charity, a favorite companion. I'm not going to read this next one because it gets into religion. And last but not least, a person included in a list of one designated connections. And then it goes into like social media services, XYZ.
Right. We ain't talking about them.
We're not talking about them either.
Go ahead.
All right. So that's what we got as far as definition. And that's from the Webster and the other guy.
Okay. So that first one alone cuts a whole lot of heads off.
It sure do.
It does?
For me. Because I got to have, read it again. It deals with having affection.
Okay, so it's a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond or mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations.
Okay. So
dive a little deeper into that first one.
That would kill that whole thing. But
okay, a person who acts as a supporter of a cause, organization, or country by giving financial or other help.
So those are friends. I like
a person who is not an enemy or who is on the same side.
Okay, so I'll offer any of those definitions, and this is the thing, man, and this is where people
contact associated with a social media networking website. Okay. I'm done.
So by that definition alone, a lot of people don't have a lot of friends.
True,
and they calling themselves friends.
Okay.
That definition said that you excluding sex, right? Excluding, like taking it out.
Well,
one of them said you like without sex, or did it not? So that one killed that whole discussion. Because the whole topic is no, because it was one you said excluding sex or relative relationships or family. That one would kind of like, because the question is, can you be friends without
typically
with
exclusive of sexual or family relations? So it's not excluding it; it's actually saying exclusively. Exclusive.
That's one of 9 definitions.
One of 9.
Let's not pretend that it's not.
You have to get into like the word affection, and then
right. So how many people do you actually have a bond or affection with?
Having a fondness or a likeness of? A lot of people that you can relate to.
It might be me.
If you were going, because when it says affection, I think when it says affection, now correct me if I'm wrong, you thinking sexual?
No, I'm thinking just having an emotional attachment to a bond with somebody that you deeply care about.
Like an emotion, like a a mental state.
Yes. And you're going to tell me, because people use the term so loosely.
Right.
A lot of people think because I work with you, you're my friend. Because we're coworkers. We spend this time together. My thing is, when I get to choose my time, I get to choose my friends. When I actually stop and pick who I want to be around, that determines who I have a bond with. not my forced interaction with you during these 8 hours.
Right. Okay.
Now, I may find friendships in that during that time. I may find people we can relate or we can kind of be cool with. And in this situation, we're talking about the opposite sex.
Right.
I don't find that with too many women. I don't. Now, again, not to say this is not never happens in the world that we not friend and we not cool. We not, you know what I mean?
I got some questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got some questions. So I started off with a definition coming from the dictionary, and of course that has no emotional tie to it. That's just wording from a book.
Right.
So let's get a little deeper as far as let's throw some emotion in there. Okay. So let's see if we can clarify a little bit. So as far as opposite sex, do you know any females that has honesty, loyalty, dependability, empathy, as far as emotion wise, that you can relate to, collect that you can be friends with?
Yes.
That you are friends with?
Yes. Somewhat. Yes.
I need a yes or no. It's a small box.
Well, because I don't like, I'm very closed off in some aspects, man. It's just I can admit that I'm very
just some. Okay.
Other than Angie.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't finish the question. I'm gonna make it personal for you.
Yeah.
So, other than Angie, opposite sex wise, is there someone you can trust that you can share deep levels of understanding and communication with?
You messed up with the deep level of communication.
Yeah,
you messed up there because the deep level is only reserved for her.
I understand. That's what I was getting my point to.
But we can't.
I do have people like you said that you can trust. I do trust a lot of females. I do trust. Yeah, I do trust.
So
them. I
depend
line, on them.
Basically.
Yeah, it's a big line. It's a huge gap.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like. So that's what I'm saying. The friend is so loosely. That's why I gotta define it. Like in some aspects, I have to say yes because on a friend level, it does stop at a certain point.
So there is no instance where you would have a conversation to get better understanding from the opposite sex that you would consider that's in that box of being a friend. Those ones you can trust.
I haven't. I say it that way.
Okay.
I haven't had those conversations with women that I could trust on a deeper level. I just haven't. I've had, and it might be a knock on me. This one, I'll be very transparent. This might be a knock on me.
Not even with family?
Nah, man. I definitely don't talk to family.
Okay.
Like outside of India, I don't talk to nobody. I don't really have nobody to talk to.
Gotcha.
And that I feel like I could trust on a deeper level. Gotcha. Because I haven't taken the time to develop those type of relationships with the opposite sex.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying?
Well, I understand. Well, when it comes to me personally, I think that one, it's possible to be friends with the opposite sex, but you do have to have boundaries and you do have to have morals, man, to understand the difference between friendship and going further than that. And then two, I do have deep conversations with other females that's family or that I deem as close and trustworthy to get opinions and get a better perspective of certain things, because I'm always trying to figure things out, relationship wise and just business wise. So I might ask somebody a question about something that I'm trying to get clarity on. But see, and sometimes that does come from the opposite sex, a friend that I.
But see, I don't look okay, and this is where again those categories, those boxes Calvin live in. When you say talking about business and stuff like that, that has very little to do with friendship to me.
Okay, so let's take that out and just put something. So now personal.
It has to be right on a personal level. That's why I feel like friends.
Type of business you're in.
That too. But I feel like friendship. It has levels. It has right. Like you said, a person who means no harm, or one of the other definitions, or in one definition was like somebody that gives and supports you. That's a friend. Yes, that level of friendship. Again, it's boundaries. there are lines.
Understood.
And I understand. Well, I have some very strict ones. So I haven't. I say it that way. I haven't gone or really gotten deep into relationships with the opposite sex. So I couldn't say.
So, with that being said, I'm seeing one of the notes here that says construct, of relationship with opposite sex.
Right.
So with that being said, what would you define or how would you explain the construct in your perspective of what
The opposite
friendship
sex.
with the opposite sex?
Okay, so
Relationship.
For me, different areas of life, like what am I doing in this time of my life or this space of time, or what am I trying to achieve? That's why I feel like, okay, I have a woman friend
I'm listening.
to help me do X, Y, Z. I don't
So-
know how else to
so
put it.
if they're
It's not a Calvin relationship, personal endeavor to figure or to learn more about it. It's not that time. That's not what I've done. So
Okay.
I don't know how to. And it sounds, and for some people that may be listening, it sounds callous. I've been told this before.
It sounds a bit closed-minded.
Yeah, it's very closed-minded. It's extremely closed-minded. I'm not.
I was being modest.
Yeah, I'm not pretending. I'm not going, because I talk to people, and this is why I try not to be offensive. I don't want to come off as offensive. I'm trying to show you, okay, this is where I have challenges in friendship. Mm-hmm. These are my lines and boundaries. Mm-hmm. These are my perspectives. If a friend, now let's say if an opposite sex friend say, okay, I'm Calvin's friend, right? Mm-hmm. You understand what Calvin is saying when he said, these are his lines. These are his intents behind the relationship. I don't, for me going into a deeper level of a relationship, my intentions switch. If I'm going so far deep into getting to know me on a deeper level, and I'm trying to get you to know you on a deeper level, my intentions switch. Mm-hmm. I don't have the intention to interact with you for the same reason. I want to keep it on a level of, especially professionalism, and that's why I'm like that, because I have to keep things very professional in what I do. I have to keep these boundaries very tight. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to be in a position where he hitting on me and he doing, or he want me.
Somebody can misinterpret your intentions.
And Angie get on. She don't have a problem with my friendship boundaries. She don't have them at all, mm-hmm. because it keeps some people out. Mm-hmm. But other people feel like, no, I want to be closer to you. You should trust me. And I'm like, it's not for you. It's for me. It's for my wife's peace of mind.
Gotcha. Well, I will say that personally, I don't have a problem with having a friendship with the opposite sex. However.com, mm-hmm. if you have hidden agendas,
right? If
you have some kind of motive,
right,
that goes against what I got going on with me and my wife, it's a problem.
But some of them do. Some do. Well, some women come up and they got those agendas, and you don't see it until later on.
But see, and that's what I'm like. But see, when you are aware and knowledgeable of these things,
nope. Angie had to teach me,
because some guys are naive.
Yes,
some people are naive.
That might be me.
No, it is you. So some people may they're naive. Either one, they know, they don't know, or they don't show.
They don't show. And look, Angie had to tell me. She said, "Calvin, stop smiling at these women. Stop."
Because some people can take it that way.
Some people take it that way. You liking them.
Yeah.
And but I'm like, okay. That's why I have a hard time with these definitions and stuff. And that's why I kind of the way I am. She said, "Calvin, some of these women think you want them. I don't want you."
And don't.
I'm being nice. I'm being sociable. I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be courteous. I'm trying to be polite. Yeah. And that to me is so rare nowadays that some women feel like you want me.
Because they don't have that attention otherwise.
Right. So I'm
because you are a social butterfly, females misinterpret what you're trying to do or what you're trying to achieve.
So I have to sometimes almost be offensive. Like,
yeah. See, I'm
and say it just plain. We not friends.
I'm completely opposite. I'm completely opposite because I'm antisocial. So you gonna know my tensions. You gonna know what this is, and then we gonna keep it pushing. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna sacrifice everything I got going over here because you want something that you can't have. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen, bro. Sorry.
So,
and if that is the case, no. If that is the case, then I can no longer associate with you. Okay. And if I don't have a choice of being in your presence, then you're going to notice a shift in how I approach you and how I deal with you. Yeah. It's going to be at a distance, and I'm going to be cordial. However.com, when you start pushing those lines and boundaries with words
but to me, I'm on the preventative level. Like, just keep it at a.
Oh, you on the PM?
Yeah, just keep
preventive maintenance.
Yeah, just keep it here. Just stay right there, and I ain't got to worry about it. Don't nobody got to worry about it.
I'll put you off with somebody else. Hey, come here, bro. Hey, yo, she want to talk to you. I'm good. I'm good. Like, if you have those intentions, then I can find somebody for you. It ain't.
Let me hook you up. I got somebody for you. Come on over here.
I got peoples.
I got peoples.
All right. I mean,
that's
I don't
real.
want to be that way, but I am not willing to sacrifice anything that I got going on.
So would you consider that being rude or offensive?
I think it's rude and offensive that you approach me and you know my situation.
I like that.
And then you got some folks.
I like that too.
You got some folks that's out here perpetrating like they single anyway.
Like they single? What do you mean?
Like they single?
Oh. Okay.
Like you going into a conversation trying to make a relationship with the opposite sex, not giving the full information on purpose.
I'm on these street. Because
you trying to be in these streets wide open.
All right, so can coworkers
dog pound?
No, you stupid. Can you coworkers? Can coworkers be friends? Female. We gotta keep it a woman. Woman. Talking about men at work
and women.
Be friends with women at work.
Alan, what you got,
and
man?
not be sexual.
I mean, I can only speak for
yourself.
For me,
yeah, gonna speak for you
because I don't harbor any I got what I want, so I don't have no agendas for you.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Oh no. Let's make it better. Let's make it better. Outside of that work environment, can y'all be friends and outside of work? That's easier. Yes. That's better. That helps. I think that helps.
Okay. Well, then helps. You can be, but it depends on what level. Again, we talk about levels of friendship because here's the problem. Here is the problem. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna see me outside of work. So then what level of friends are we?
But see, that's what I'm saying. So how can you call it a friend? That's a coworker.
But that's what I'm saying because you're not gonna see me because I'm gonna be with her. So that's now if y'all become friends, then we can all be friends.
There are workspaces that actually hang out outside of work, and
I've never been in those spaces.
I have.
I've never been. Maybe in the Marine Corps.
No. But they don't get. See, that's what I'm saying. Because that's a forced interaction. Especially like on debts, that's a forced interaction.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm not. That's still work though.
Right, that's still work.
No, you saying that you saying that some people don't go outside of work and associate, but there are some
with the opposite sex. Got to
with the opposite sex. So there are some cases where that is something, and I have been a part of that.
I mean,
outside of work, going to Top Golf. But it wasn't just me and the opposite sex. It was a group
of other coworkers.
Yeah, like a group of coworkers.
See, no. All right, so again. All right, so let's make it clear.
No.
Alone.
See, what you're trying to say is alone. That's not going out and hanging out. That's a date. That's not hanging out. That's a date.
No. But as friends, because as friends. That's not a date. Again, because you're talking about definition.
You know what?
No,
right.
That's
and
right.
I have still
that's
been
the
in that.
definition.
I can do
so
that.
friends, all right. So me and Zoe, we going out to go shoot pool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my friend,
Yeah.
we just gonna go chill.
Yeah.
Can I do that with the opposite sex?
Can he also do that with Zoe?
Yes.
Yeah, Zoe, Zolana.
Yes. It can be done.
I ain't doing that.
It can be done.
I ain't doing that.
Again, though.
But see, that's let's dive a little deeper since y'all want to talk about how much time I got. Oh, I got plenty of time. So, with that being said, there has to be trust in your personal space.
Yeah.
In your home, where you call your house, you call a home.
I like it.
There has to be trust.
I like it.
If I go out with a female friend, first of all, my wife is gonna know that person.
One.
It ain't gonna be no secrets.
Give him a drop on that.
Hey, it's gonna be something that's that your significant other is going to be aware of. First of all,
say it again. Say it again. All right.
Number one, your wife is gonna know who this person is.
All right. So she gonna.
Your wife is comfortable because there has been
pause right there. Your wife is what?
She would be comfortable.
No, all right.
Because no, listen. She would be comfortable because
Is the game over already?
well, and like I said, I don't care if it's trust. I don't care if it's self-esteem or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
So, the wife is aware of the situation.
Right.
She gonna know about your whereabouts.
She comfortable.
She comfortable, and she knows about the whereabouts, and she's not worried about certain things because you have made her comfortable in knowing that, yo, you coming home, and that's what it is.
Got it.
Now, that's just for people that have a sense of respect for their relationships and their family and their morals and things of that nature.
Boundaries.
Because boundaries. So you can go, hey, we ain't talked in a long time. It's been a minute. Let's go out to lunch, brunch, or something like that.
Got it.
In the morning time, not at night.
Is that friend your wife friend too?
Yes. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. That's a good question. So the world is so shady out here in the streets. It's hard to have this conversation because most people go negative with it. But there is something where you can have a female friend that's
woman.
Oh my God. I say what I want.
Go ahead.
If you got a problem with me, hit me in the comments, bro.
Go ahead.
Don't tell me what to say. What are you doing out here in these streets? So you have a female friend that's become friends with your wife because she cherishes the relationship as a friend with you enough to where she's going to approach the female, your significant other, and make sure that that's good before we even go any further in the friendship. Like, because if it can't get no further than that, then we just gonna be work associates.
I like
or we just gonna be associates when it's time for work.
I like it.
Or business or whatever the case is. So to answer your question, for me personally, I think it is possible. However, it has to have boundaries, and it has to be known. It can't be something that is going to be blindsided to your significant other to where, okay, now she's going to have a problem because she didn't know about it, and now there's questioning your faithfulness and your intentions and things of that nature. So personally, I think it is possible. Not for everybody, because everybody's relationship is different. So if you have insecurities in your relationship, then there might be a problem and you might want to stay away.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
That's all I got.
We out of time. All right.
Sorry.
All right, we'll do that later. We'll do it later. Because I was going to ask another question.
I'm going to ask
another question.
What's your question?
Can your best friend be...
Come on, listen. Come on with it. Come on with it.
Sex.
Better not.
That's your bet. Nah.
You better not. You bet not.
That's your best friend. Can your best friend be the opposite sex and it's not your spouse?
You trying to get us canceled out here in the streets.
Boom. No, but that's the thing for some people. Their best friend isn't their spouse.
And it's
the opposite sex. Yeah, it's a dude or it's a woman. I've seen that.
Yep.
Amen.
I've seen it.
Amen. I've seen it.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to envision this.
It's out here.
I've seen it on TV.
Because, like you
I haven't
said,
seen it in real life.
No, I've seen it in real life. But that's the thing. It's like you said, trust, respect, boundaries, and all that other stuff plays a factor.
It does.
I've seen that go both ways. I've seen it go south. I've seen it keep going. So
what you mean keep going in a positive aspect? Or
yeah.
bad
Like
aspect?
they that's the dude right there is her best friend, her husband right here.
Okay.
And they chopping it up, living life, and going out and having a good time. And
personally, I couldn't do that.
And they inside jokes and
well, personally, no, I do that.
We got the best thing.
I used to be bad at that.
He know more about her than the husband.
Yeah. I personally, I had insecurities that affected
that would drive me insane.
that before that was a problem.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It depends on who it is too.
No, it don't matter. I think it would drive me up a wall, yo. If I felt like somebody not knew my wife better and more intimate than I did, that would be a problem for me.
Well, here's the only
because that's that. Go ahead.
Here's the only problem. It's like what if, like, okay, so I'm just asking this question. Mm-hmm. Like, 'cause they may, if they come into the deal already knowing your wife better than you did,
right? Then
how does that change that? Because let's say they've known your wife for 20 years, but y'all just started dating.
But and the reason I said that is because of my situation. I can only speak from my
right, because y'all been together since y'all was like 2.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, he ain't lying. I mean, more than half my life. No. So I don't. But again, I don't. So those are challenges that people are facing, though. Yeah. And they have to navigate. That's what we need to have some guests. Y'all hear this and y'all want to be a guest, please.
Speaking of, Bishop wants to come up here. Bishop Fish.
Who? You said Big Fish?
Bish Fish.
Bish.
His name is Bishop. His wife gave him the nickname Bish Fish, and then it just stuck. He's a good guy. He has some topics and he wants to discuss them. So we need to get him up here. Get him on up here.
Come on,
get him on up. Bert, he has some topics.
Come on,
yeah.
We got a few. Orion,
y'all need to come on.
Anthony,
Twan.
Yeah, Twan. Oh, well, he crossed his eyes. All right, cool. So, yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up. We appreciate y'all listening. Is it possible for a male to be friends with the opposite sex? The answer is yes. However,
yes and no, and yes and no. I said it.
I'm done.
The answer is it's up to the people in the situation.
There you go.
Yes, because yes and no. If you you have to know your significant other. If you have a significant other. If you don't have a significant other, you have to know yourself. And you have to make sure that your intentions are not untoward if they're supposed to be a friend. Yes.
We ain't do the single aspect either. So we'll get that later.
I'm not single, so I can't.
But we gotta have some people. Yeah. All right.
I understand what you're saying.
So.
Yep. Thank y'all. Appreciate you.
See y'all next week then.
Hopefully that helps somebody with the conversation.
It made it more confusing.
For sure. More confusing. But hey, life is simply complex.
Simply complex.
We'll see y'all next week, man.
Yeah.